Hello everybody, welcome back. We are in Sweden and I finally got around to testing two famous Swedish bushcraft knives. The Casström Lars Fält knife that we probably all know, and I have the Mora Lok that I did pay for myself, and we're going to be testing them in some short tests, fire steel, feather sticky, things like that. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, just a quick overview of the knives. I'm not going to go into all the details. They will be at the end of the video in a diagram, but they're basically 4-inch, a little over 4-inch blades, and the handles are of wood. This is curly birch. This is sort of like a ash. This one is, of course, with the bolts nicely grinded. This one is just with sort of like, I don't know, you can remove them, I guess. So, you know, just for the size comparison here, let me show you for the people that are interested. This is a Mora companion, you know, just for comparison here. But so we're in the 4-inchy bushcrafty knives. You can see that the Casström has a little bit thicker blade, thicker in this wider. This one is a little bit narrower. Those are the knives. All the specs will be at the end. Let's go to the sheets. The sheets are, well, both in the Scandinavian style, very sleek, you know, no bells and whistles, just plain leather. As you can see, the Casström sheet is a little bit thicker there, the way they did that there. And what I like about Mora is that they have sort of like an angle there at the top, making it a little bit different than the traditional shape there. Both are belt loops, as you can see, where the Casström sits a little bit high up. Not removable, by the way, so that is just what it is. And the Mora, the same, belt loop a little bit higher up, so the knife is a little bit lower on your belt, and it has the split thingy here, so you can connect it to other sheets as well, or your button of your shirt or something like that. Scandinavian sheet. The retention of both sheets is, well, really nice. I mean, you know, it has a nice tight fit to it. Casström knife, the same. It's in there and it won't come out easily. You really have to pull. All right, so really decent sheets. Stitching is nice. Of course, this has a different color, which is a nice detail. All right, so, you know, whatever you like. I think they're both beautiful sheets. Okay, let's get to some cutting and testing. So I got a piece of fat wood here. Of course, we're going to see if there's a 90-degree spine on these things. I think that there are, because they feel like it. So imagine you want to scrape some fat wood there. And oh, look at that. Look at that Casström. That is awesome. Piece of cake. Very nice shavings. Very good 90-degree spine. I will test it with a fire steel later. Alright, let's get to the Mora Lok that is now on the floor. And let's get another nice angle here, 90 degrees. And let's go. Oh yeah, also really nice. I mean, they scrape like crazy. I can smell the raisin in there. Alright, well, look at that. Okay, so both knives look very capable in terms of the 90-degree spines. The fire steel, and let's see if it throws sparks. Of course, we know that they have a 90-degree spine already, but the Mora, just, oops. Okay, that throws, oh, knife is burning. It throws sparks like crazy. Oh yeah, also like crazy. All right, so let's see if we can make a little fire there. Okay, so you know, here's the fat wood and some shavings, and I don't know, both knives will probably do well. So I'm just going to see Yeah, it's already burning. Oh my god, that was fast. So yeah, if you were to make a fire, you know, that would be like super. Oh, it burns on my skin. Really nice. Now, well, you get the point. We got fire. Let's not overdo it here. We have to finish it. We have to put it out. Okay, so here we go. I mean, very easy. You know, I could have taken the Casström, but they throw sparks like crazy. And there's your fire. You put in your feather sticks, and the rest is, I think, very familiar. Okay, so let's get to the feather sticking. I have both knives and I have some wood here, both the pine and the birch. So let's start with the Lars Fält knife. Just a piece of pine here, and let's see if it wants the feather stick. And as you can see, I mean, I'm not the world's best feather sticker in the world. Oh, that's kind of like a double. I don't know. Anyway, look at that. It does feather stick pretty good. Wants to dig in. You have to be careful. But those are some pretty decent feather sticks. Alright, so that was the pine. That was the easy one. Alright. Feather stick here. Let's do the birch. It's a little bit different wood. As you can see, as long as you get the angle right, it'll feather stick. Yeah, I mean, again, not the most beautiful ones, but we'll see. We'll probably get a fire going. Alright, so the Lars Fält knife, I have to say, feather sticking, yeah, pretty nice. Let's go to the Mora. A little bit thinner blade. Let's not do the knot there, and let's see what it can do. Ooh, it takes really fine shavings as well. A little bit easier to control. The blade is a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner. Yeah, so you get that sliciness. Yeah, flies through the wood. A pretty decent feather sticker, if I have to say. The handle is a little bit thinner than the Lars Fält, and personally I have to say that I like the handle of the Lars Fält a little bit better. But the knife is a bigger, so it's. But that goes pretty decent. Let's do the what is this? The birch. Yeah, the wood is a little bit different, but a little tougher, a little bit wetter also. Yeah, but it wants to shave. You can do some fine cuttings there, you know. Yeah, very nice. I would say in terms of feather sticking, the Mora has a little bit more control, if that makes sense. They both do a fine job, but this one feels a little bit more controllable. You can see the blade difference there. A bit chunkier and a bit more nimble, if that is the right word for that. Another thing we're going to do is the tip test. Something it's a little bit dangerous, of course. If the tip breaks, it's a very expensive knife. But I found a fallen tree here with some old bark. And let's do the tip test here. Let's say 10 times and just see if the tip holds. Start easy. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, whatever. Okay, still in one piece and still straight. I'm not gonna go really wacko on it. I don't really want to destroy it. I just want to see if it can handle some basic prying and stuff for bushcrafting. Okay, let's go. 1, the Casström. 2, 9, one more. Ah, well. All right, also still in one piece. So it's fair to say, if you do a little bit of prying with these knives, the tip will hold, you know, just under normal use, I would say. All right, let's go. Okay, so the next test is batoning. I have two somewhat similar sized birch, and here is some pine wood that was already split, but we're going to split it further down, and just to get a feel of how they would be, how they will be doing. So let's start with the Lars Fält knife first. We start with the birch. So we take it like this, and maybe I have a little bit of a thingy. Let's see if it wants to baton. And, well, it does. It's a bit heavy, but, oh, yeah. This goes a lot better. Not very smooth through the middle, but... And another one. I don't want to hit the rock, so I'm not gonna go all the way to the... Alright, I have to say that goes rather smooth. Alright, so we're gonna make feathersticks later, and then we're gonna take a piece of pine just to see what it can do. Oh yeah, that splits out very easy. Let's do one 90 degrees on the grain, and that too is a walk in the park. And I don't even have a decent baton here. It's a very light stick, so... And we're done. Alright, we're gonna look at the edge later. Let's do the Mora. Let me see, like that. Yep. Let's see how that goes. Alright, it will work. I mean, yeah. I think the Casström has a little bit more splitting, and this one wants to dig in a little bit. Oh, also a little bit crooked here. Yep, yeah, too bad. One more. Yeah, very similar. I mean, pretty effortless. Let's do the piece of pine there, or whatever. Yeah, it takes a little bit longer for this one to actually split it. Oh, there's not there, I think. Ooh, it's struggling with this one. Jesus, it's really stuck. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I'll show you why. There was a nut there. Yeah, so it kind of got stuck there on this one. So in all fairness, let's do one like this, to be honest. All right, it's a little tougher. I mean, the Casström just took it a little smoother. Yeah. All right, so that's probably the thickness there. This one splits easier a little bit. This one takes a little bit more effort, but they both do very well. I mean, if you have to, man, it really does take the wood really good. The conclusion, the Mora Lok and the Lars Fält knife, both very capable bushcraft knives and they do the job very well. I have to say the Lars Fält knife, a little bit chunkier, a little bit bigger, better handle in my opinion for bigger hands, and it does really want to bite in and it does really cut very well. So if you do a lot of bushcrafty stuff, like a little bit of chopping, I guess, and taking off big parts, building cooking setups and stuff like that, I think the Lars Fält knife is a really good knife. It batons really good and it is a really decent carver as well. If you lean a little bit more towards the camping kind of style, a little bit more whittling, a little bit more finer work, then I think the Mora Lok is the better choice in that respect. But a little smaller handle, even though this is the biggest one in the series, it's a little bit more, it's a little bit thinner, it's a little bit more slicier, so it's probably a better food prepper as well, as far as they do food prepping. But both knives, in my opinion, I mean, I can see both of these knives being one of my favorite bushcraft knives. I've used them on other things around the camp as well, and I really love them. In terms of edge retention, I just want to show you, this is the Lars Fält knife. It still cuts after everything I did. It has a few hang-ups, I guess. It's not as sharp as it came out of the box, obviously, after everything we did with it. And the Mora, basically the same, also has a few hang-ups here and there, but nothing to write home about. So in other words, they keep their edge pretty good. I haven't done anything to it, just used it, and they perform really well. The coating on the Mora is still very nice. It doesn't show any wearing. Of course, I haven't used it for a year or so, just for a week. But the coating can really take a little bit of use without wearing off right away. So the coating seems to be really good. Both knives, I can really recommend them. Of course, the Lars Fält knife is a little bit cheaper, a lot cheaper. This one is 200 euros, over 200 and a little bit more. I believe I paid 213 euros for this knife. This one I believe is 160 euros in the Netherlands. So there is easy a $40–50 difference there. Of course, you can then buy the Lars Fält knife and then get another knife for $40 as a backup knife. Yeah, that's the way to look at it, maybe. But it's definitely worth the money if you appreciate a knife like this. All right, so fantastic knives. They do really well. Great knives. All right, I hope it helped, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.